Video will be doing the unboxing and have a first look at the Samsung Galaxy Note 8 black color. So let's open this up now, and so this opens up. So we have a box within a box that we are getting, and we have some seals, and it says that only. Let me break the seals, then we'll continue. So I've opened the seal, so it just opens like this, and we have the Note 8 itself, and this is having a 6.3-inch screen, and this is the Galaxy S8 Plus. So as you can see, both are sort of very similar, but again, this is the Note, so this one will be having that S Pen. We'll have a look at the device later on, but let's quickly see what else do we get in the box. So we have the SIM ejector tool, and this would be some paperwork. Let me quickly take that out. As you can see, oh, we get a case. This is surprising. I didn't expect. It's a plastic case that we are getting. So that's a nice thing. This is surprising. I didn't expect this one. So anyways, that we get. And we also get a adapter. So if you have a micro USB, this is micro USB to USB Type-C adapter that we are getting. And this is another adapter. If you have a USB Type A, for example, you can plug in pen drives and stuff. So we're getting these two adapters, so that's a nice thing. And we have the power brick, which is a fast charger. It supports 9 volts at 1.67 amperes. So typical Samsung fast charger that we have seen even with the Galaxy S8, same thing. And for the S Pen, extra tips, and we get the USB Type-C cable with this one. And these are the AKG earphones. These are the same one that we saw with the Galaxy S8 and the S8 Plus. So that's what we get in the box, and we also get some extra ear tips for this one. So that's it in the box. Let me keep these things to the side, and we'll have a look at the handset. So here is the Note 8 itself. Let's peel this off, and as you can see, this is in that black color. And now we have that dual camera, and the internal storage, as you can see, is 64 gigabytes, but this will have 6 gigabytes of RAM. And so we also have a spawn. So this is what we get. So in black, it looks like almost jet black, as you can see, but this is sort of a fingerprint magnet. As you can see, I was using this S8 Plus. It can get, I guess that is the reason Samsung has bundled this one. If you put this cover, actually, let's see how it looks if we put this cover in. So this is how it looks with the cover. And let me now give you a physical overview. On the top, we have the SIM tray. Let's look at it. It will be a hybrid one. Let's just pop that in. And as you can see, yeah, you can add 2 nano SIMs or 1 nano SIM and a micro SD card with this one. This isn't plastic. It's similar to the S8 that we're getting. We also have a secondary noise cancellation microphone. Here we have just the power on-off button, nothing over here. And the bottom we have the silo for the S Pen. If you press this, the S Pen comes out. We'll look at the S Pen later on. The main speaker, microphone, USB Type-C port, and the 3.5mm headphone jack. And on this end, we have the Bixby button and the volume rocker. Moving towards the back, we have the dual camera setup, as you can see. And the fingerprint scanner is here. Again, this is not an ideal position. As you can see, if you hold the phone, you simply can't reach it. So you have to actually stretch your hands on this one to reach the fingerprint scanner, just like the S8 Plus. So that was the physical overview. The front facing camera is 8 megapixel. Let me try to power this on. I hope it has some battery. Yeah, it gave me haptic feedback. And I'll just quickly set this up, and in the meantime, here is a specs overview for the Galaxy Note 8. The Exynos 8895 processor, which is an Octa Core processor. It has the Mali G71 GPU. It has a 6.3-inch Quad HD Super AMOLED screen, and it is protected by Gorilla Glass 5. It has 6 gigabytes of RAM, 64 GB of internal storage. Moving to the camera, it has a dual 12 megapixel rear-facing camera. The wide one is 26mm at f1.7, and the telephoto is 52mm at f2.4. It has an 8 megapixel front-facing camera with the f1.7 lens. It also has S Pen, it's water resistant, and it has a 3300 milliampere battery. So I've just finished setting up this Note 8, and as you can see, it's already started downloading some stuff. And let's quickly, again, it's the typical UI that we found on the Galaxy S8. So just swipe here to get to the app like this, and let's look at the Android version that we have. If we click over here, and if we go to about the phone, and if we go to software info, it's running on the Android version 7.1.1, so it's on Nougat, and this should get the Android O update, but I just don't know when Samsung will push that out. So that's what it is. And let's see how much storage do we get in this. If we go to device manager, and if we go to storage, it's going to calculate how much storage do we get out of that 64. Let me reduce the brightness a little bit. So as you can see, about 13 GB is used. So the available space that you're going to get is about 51 gigabytes on this one. And again, it does not have physical buttons, so it's virtual buttons. And thankfully, we can remap this if you want. If you want the back here, you can switch that. The home button is still a virtual button, but when you tap on it, it gives a haptic feedback. So that's what it is. So in terms of looks, this looks more industrial. The S8 Plus is slightly more rounded in corners, if you notice. And the biggest addition to this Note 8 would be these dual cameras, and obviously the S Pen. And I actually set up the face unlocking, and looks like they have improved the face unlocking, because as you can see, it's definitely unlocking a little bit faster, but I have to test it in real life and see how well it functions. Let's take out the S Pen, which is the thing that differentiates Note from other devices. And as you can see, we have the familiar stuff, that is screen right. We have this live messages. I've heard good things about this. Let's try it. It creates a sort of an animated GIF. So to allow, so we can just write the stuff like this. It's giving a demo, I guess. So if I say subscribe, so as you can see, it gives you this, and if I hit done, I can now share it, and this is the preview. So you can create animated GIFs with this one. That's pretty easy. So this is the S Pen. So if you click here, you get other options. Again, I'll try to make a different video regarding the S Pen. And we also have Bixby integration with this one. We have a dedicated Bixby button. So I will definitely test that out and see how well it works. Another thing is that the screen write it just takes a snapshot, and now you can write. Let's say you want to point to this, something like this. And this is the familiar stuff that we have seen even with the earlier Note devices. And there was one more feature. I don't know if it's enabled by default. So we have that always on display even on this one. And if you just take out the S Pen like this, you can just start writing stuff on this one. And with the earlier Note series, you could just write one page, but here, second page, I can just press this and keep scrolling and keep writing. So this is a good way to just open, just take out the S Pen and just jot down some notes, and when you're done, you can just click this and this will be saved. So that is also one more thing that we are getting. Let me put this S Pen back, and let me actually, now let's unlock. This is the fingerprint scanner. As I've told you, it is sort of in an awkward position. You have to stretch your finger to reach it, but once you reach it, it is quick to unlock, as you can see. But yeah, definitely have to stretch your fingers a little bit for that one. And the biggest, I think so, we've got a software update. Yeah, it's already downloading a software update, as you can see. So this was our Note, so it is downloading a software update already. It's a 570 MB update. So yeah, that's interesting. And Samsung was talking a lot about the camera. Again, it's a dual camera setup. One is a regular one, and second is a zoom, that is a telephoto lens. So let's check that. Let's open the camera app, and it says swipe to switch. So they've changed the interface a little bit, and let's turn it on. Yeah, who cares? Live. So we have that bokeh stuff also on this, and we have the live focus. Let me click on that. So live focus is interesting. If you guys can see the background, let me just focus on this. This is in focus. The background now. Let me click here. Yeah, this is in focus. The background now, I can just play around how much defocusing I want. So that is, before even taking the picture, we can just play around with this live focus mode. So again, this can be also used for portrait shots. Then we have the Bixby button, and obviously we have the telephoto. For example, I'll just tap there and take a photograph. And now let me go to the 2x option. Yeah, and now that was the 2x. So this is the 2x, that is zoom, telephoto zoom, and this was at 1x. Let me actually take some sample shots around my. So guys, that's it for now for this quick unboxing and first look at the Samsung Galaxy Note 8. I will be testing this device for the next couple of weeks, and definitely will also be testing its battery life and the S Pen features. So if you have any other specific questions around this Note 8, do post your questions in the YouTube comment section below, and I'll try to include them in my review. Thanks for watching, and if you're still not subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. This is